Hello and welcome back, everyone. It's your buddy Isaac, and we're back to playing Hercule Poirot. We have Rolla Master behind me. He's not hearing anything of the game because I have my headsets in. Whether he or the Lich decide to comment, well, that will be up to them.
Yeah, I'm here. But not for much longer.
What can I help you with, detective? I was right to pay it, yes? You have read them. What do you think?
You were wise to consult me, but bowing to their threat may have only shown that you are willing to pay for their silence. Is the secret they speak of worth so much?
I wish I could, but I have no idea. The letter was addressed to me, but I have nothing to hide. Maman took one look at it and disregarded the whole thing as someone's idea of a joke.
She looked at it. She is not aware of the second letter.
She doesn't know I paid the first. I thought I could make it all go away.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way with blackmailers. You can't pay them and they'll go away.
Well, you can't ignore him either.
Did you ask Madame if there was a family secret they could be privy to?
She said I was to ignore the letters and stop wasting my time with such foolishness. If there was something, she wouldn't tell me anyway.
Intellectual 20, dude. Think he knows any self-defense?
What now?
Self-defense, you know, can you actually fight? He's a cop, right?
Hercule Poirot, yeah?
Except he doesn't carry a firearm, so... What's he planning on arresting them with?
May I ask how you came into such a large amount of money to pay the ransom?
I couldn't ask Maman for the money. She was angry that I had even considered paying it. Gideon offered to help.
Pardon, did he not think you foolish for paying?
He did, but he said he couldn't stand by and watch me in so much distress.
Ah, a true gentleman.
Suppose.
How honorable.
We are soon to be married, detective. A loving partnership that faces their troubles together. They are his words.
I did not mean anything by it, mademoiselle. You have found yourself a husband that will stand by your side and do what must be done to protect you. I am most pleased for you.
As you would expect, she has been in quite a state. It was such a terrible accident. She kept it to herself for almost a week before she even told me.
What happened?
Pardon, how could you not know? Surely his absence from the house was noticed.
Except my mom fired him.
him after he returned to the house. She said he could not be trusted.
Of
But
course.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth's position was kept.
I begged Maman for them both, but she said if he was willing to go behind her back, what else could he do?
Falling in love is a far cry from committing even the smallest crime, n'est-ce pas?
Yeah, she had no right to fire him and tear him away from his betrothed.
She has been a kind shoulder to lean on through all this mess, but it is her I worry about. She has been through so much.
I was not aware of what had happened, and by mentioning, I fear I may have only made it worse by dredging up the past.
Do not punish yourself, detective. You are not to know. I don't think your honest mistake will make much difference to how she has been feeling recently.
It is easier said than done. I have already seen a difference in Mademoiselle Elizabeth. She was once so exuberant and optimistic, seeing the positives in everything and everyone, but now I fear the loss of her love, and the careless reminder from moi may have dampened her outlook.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
Luke was fired by her. Cassandra angry at Elizabeth and Luke.
Order and method. That is the...
We should speak to Gideon still first.
This will not get me any closer to... I must act on thought. Come, my little grey cells. I cannot see the logic in this.
Luke passed away. Elizabeth hasn't been
Magnifique.
herself. Well, yeah, because
Is there something
No.
I... Some would say a lucky
Yes.
guess. I would say a moment of genius.
losing a loved one and not having a close friend to talk to would be difficult for anyone. Yeah. She lost her loved ones. Wonder.
I must take a different approach.
There is a link here. What am I looking for? Damn it, what am I missing? The deeds of the house are rightly framed, but why left here and not hanging on the wall? I feel like I'm still missing a piece. Perhaps speaking with Gideon will help reveal the rest of this puzzle.
Please, ask away, detective. Angeline has spoken of it. You made quite the impression on her, detective.
I feel responsible for what came from that day. Florette's dismissal and Luke's.
It is not your fault. Madame van den Bosch does not like it when her rules or authority are undermined. I tried to explain to Angeline the same, but her guilt has not left her. I suppose you think I was unwise to pay it?
I am glad Mademoiselle requested my help before you fell further out of pocket.
Indeed.
Madame van den Bosch had no intentions of paying it. Whether she believes there is a secret that could ruin the family or not.
It was an
Indeed.
honorable move for you to make the payment. It was certainly no small fee.
Indeed.
Angeline is to be my wife, and then we shall be family. As far as I am concerned, my money is our money.
Merci, monsieur. I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebration.
Celebration. Haha, Rollmaster has begun to fall asleep apparently.
Nah, I'm just hanging out here.
Things are
Enjoying
beginning
the
to
peace and
become
quiet.
clear.
Yes! Okay. There will be no doubt be concerned for not only Angeline but also their own positions at the house. What is the extent of their knowledge on the matter? Staff are aware of the blackmail. Angeline is guilty, so
This
she's
will not get me any closer.
Angeline is mindful of the staff. Angeline is still guilty.
The pieces of the puzzle are
There we
finally
go.
coming together.
Angeline is trying to do good, even though the dismissals weren't entirely her fault. Angeline trying to redeem herself. Angeline
I should
tried
not
to
be
contact
surprised by my
Flora.
own skills of deduction.
Never intended for it to be fired. I believe her. Yes. Mademoiselle Angeline says she never intended for it to be fired. I believe her.
Ah,
Plants lean and rely on each other to survive. Something we as a species could take a lesson from. Neat, Poirot. Everything's called luggage.
See where they can't shake it.
Zachariah Demir, I presume, and his rather expensive luggage. His room faces the Black Garden. Plant.
Huh.
This plant is strikingly full of color. It really draws one's attention in a positive way. Grandfather clock.
Oh.
The time and skills it takes to build such a wonderful piece is an art form. East rooms.
Oh.
I should really conclude that this room is mine before going in. Perhaps we shall hear it later. I'm reciting a speech. An East room. So it doesn't seem like it's going to give me anything where I can investigate the East rooms yet.
Aha.
An auctioneer's receipt. I hope Madame van den Bosch isn't finding it necessary to sell her belongings. Made payable to C. van den Bosch. Could it be that the financial troubles from before are still...
I cannot see the logic in this.
No. No, it'd be the tag on the base.
Another success. I never...
Appears the family's financial situation is much the same as last time I saw them. Can I confirm this? Family keeping up appearances.
Please?
I'm aware finances can be a sensitive subject, but may I ask the
As
house
far as
situation?
I'm aware, everything is in order. From what I understand, the late Viscount had made some questionable investments. But that is all in the past.
And regarding the payment of the blackmail,
Angeline does not have to worry about money anymore. I was born into some wealth, and I have earned my own fortune.
merci, monsieur.
So, the family is keeping up appearances, and the husband-to-be is unaware
What a revelation!
of the family's financial distress. It's certainly not happy news I was expecting. Mademoiselle Elizabeth lost her beloved luck, and young Florette, the maidservant, has not been seen even with Mademoiselle Angeline's effort. At least it appears the family has survived their financial difficulties.
Detective.
Unshun said instead of...
Is that what he said? I can barely understand most of what he says with that accent.
I can understand Monsieur Sterling perfectly, but Monsieur Demire is one more fine rogue away from becoming
I find
intelligent.
his accent rather pleasant,
Intelligent.
reassuring.
I guess. Not too helpful when it comes to finding your room, though. You'll probably be the lucky one that has that hideous plant outside the door.
I shall take up no more of your time.
He looks irritated.
He's drunk.
You can be both drunk and irritated. You can be irritated because you're not drunk enough.
Zechariah mentions I may be next to, as he describes, a hideous plant that troubles me. Okay. Maybe I need to check the guest book again? No. Hmm. And the first. The East rooms. How do I expect the East rooms then? Really? Okay.
Aren't you fine?
What do you mean no controller can detect it?
Oh. That reminds me. I brought something for you to use since your little controller thing doesn't work very well. To use. I know you've been bugging me about it for a while to use.
What?
Is there a backpack around here? Yo, dipshit. Use this.
I've got one right here. Is this? There we go. Okay.
Where's this?
Another success.
Some guests have already arrived.
Observe the painting.
I've already observed the painting.
Not that one.
Yeah, I didn't see the little cog. It was damaged. It's wanting me to check the east rooms, which I could have sworn I just did. Unless... I missed some. which is entirely possible. Luggage.
Oh.
Mr. E. de Silva, left unattended and right between the front-facing windows. Well, this must be the ugly plant.
Ah.
Hmm.
Huh.
Hmm. Finally, I found my chamber. Although the journey was longer than expected, the destination really quite charming. I should make myself familiar and comfortable with my new surroundings.
Oh.
I wonder if I'll get the chance to catch up on my reading while I stay here. Roaring fire. I could stand and gaze into these flames for hours. Window.
Aha.
The snow has limited the view from the window, but it certainly has its own beauty. Haha, Mademoiselle Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, thank you for coming. I shall not take up too much more of your precious time.
Not at all, Detective. I had best not be away for too long. Madame would not be pleased when there is so much work to do.
Well, mademoiselle, if anyone was to ask, I required your urgent attention with a delicate matter. That should be enough to give you a moment's peace.
Thank you, Detective.
And I assume you're aware of the
I have
possible
heard
blackmail
whispers,
in your
but
ring.
This town is full of busybodies. It's hard to know what is the truth and what is hot air from socialites trying to outdo one another.
I would not have thought you want to join in with such chatter.
I'm not, but it can be hard to ignore. I try to push any talk of it in the house. But it's easier said than done. When the staff are together, it seems to be a competition to see who can dream up the most scandalous rumour.
You are a loyal maid and friend. Mademoiselle Angeline is fortunate to have you.
It
Indeed.
baffles me why they would target her in the first place. She is such a kind and pure soul. That may not be what you remember of Mademoiselle, but she has grown into a kind-hearted young lady.
I was wary of that when I arrived. But I myself can see a change in her, a maturity. And if it is as kind and pure as you have stated, she should not be troubled by the letter.
Letters,
Indeed.
Detective. I brought you the other.
Huh. Your secret to remain exactly that. Take small brown paper parcel filled with 5,000 francs addressed to Monsieur Dupont to Beber and Sons Cobblers before sundown on Friday. If you do as I request, that will be the last you hear from me. You will be able to return to your life of stolen wealth in excess. If you refuse, be sure the Vanden Bosch name will be in the whisper of lips for years to come.
I have tried to tell her not to think any more on them, but she fears that even a fabricated story could ruin the family name. She even frets at what it may do to her engagement.
I have met
It's true.
Monsieur Lemire, and I cannot see
Back
his love
in
for
these
Angeline
days, you
diminishing
know,
at
even
something
false
so
rumors
trivial.
could really tarnish a
Merci for
family.
bringing this letter to me.
Indeed.
Mademoiselle Angeline worries so much about the family name. But from Mademoiselle Elizabeth's telling, she has nothing to worry about. At least from her own perspective. Perhaps the secret does not directly concern Angeline at all, and she is merely the easy target.
Merci, mademoiselle.
I'm gonna say it's probably her maman, considering that she's probably trying to fake being wealthy when in reality they have lost quite a bit of wealth, which is what the evidence points to so far.
Except that's not really a
Pleasure is
secret.
mine, detective.
Yeah. Or that it could be possible that, surprisingly in some way or another,
Order and method. That is the way. Come, my little grey cells. Things are beginning to become clearer.
Could the blackmail be more interested in the house than the money they demanded?
Is there something?
No. Blackmailer wishes to see the family suffer.
I must take a different approach if I am to...
There is another link here.
What a revelation!
Haha! Indeed. The staff may know the secret of the blackmail. Blackmailer wishes the family suffer, possible committing this. Letters suggest the blackmailer wants to see the family lose everything, including the house.
Of course, detective.
I was not aware there were plans
That
to
is
sell
news
the
me,
house.
detective.
The deeds to the house that have been left on the table. Perhaps I am jumping to a hasty assumption.
Oh no, Madame asked Archie to inquire in town about having the house registered as a landmark. It's a shame the snow is so thick. The gardens are quite wonderful in full bloom. Perhaps you will be able to walk them when the snow clears. She will no doubt be with Master Gideon. The party was just beginning when I came upstairs.
That is my cue to make a grand entrance. Am I present?
Quite handsome, detective.
Merci. If you catch me snoring, please poke me in the ribs.
I will use Madame's sharpest poker.
It sounds as though someone else may have already been poked.
The altercation. Threaten my wife, will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you would be so kind to return to the party.
With all this excitement out here,
I believe that is an end to the excitement, as you put it, Monsieur Demire.
It is hardly the job of a detective to resolve domestic arguments, but under the circumstances, perhaps there is more to it. I shall speak with the Major outside. So the Major left the mansion in the freezing cold.
Oh, thank
Probably
God.
just on the porch.
One last match.
He's on the porch taking a
Bonjour,
smoke.
Monsieur Hagen.
I wondered when you would be arriving. At least now you can do your job.
Pardon, monsieur.
I have just been assaulted. I want him arrested.
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. I merely witnessed you standing up from the ground.
This is ridiculous. You know very well what he did.
Yeah, and I don't arrest people just because you demand it. That's not how a cop works.
Perhaps you could elaborate on what instigated the altercation.
I should have known it wouldn't make things easy.
It is clear the Major is still outraged by what has happened. But I must learn what caused such altercation.
I have met Monsieur Demire. He does not seem one to physically assault someone unless provoked.
I hope you're not implying that I started it.
I am only stating what I have seen.
I was having a private conversation with Angeline when he interrupted and struck me. That is all there is to know.
If the Major is still the man that I met all those years ago, I'm sure he will remain defensive and blame the altercation with fall solely on Monsieur. Implicating.
I would not act any other way. Well, unless I am provoked.
You have grown rather close with the Vanden Bosch family, it seems.
What has my relationship with the family got to do with anything? Why are you even here, officer?
Detective. And I was invited by Mademoiselle Angeline personally.
Seems to be mistake after mistake with that.
Agreeable. Agreeable.
Why? Fuck him.
Good.
No, suggestive.
No. You want to get the secret, do you not?
Of course I do. What a stupid question. Be a scum.
I hate assholes.
Him and his whole family.
Well, do your job.
If I had my way, he wouldn't have even stepped foot in this house.
Antagonizing.
Officer Poirot, are you going to do something about him or not?
It is Detective Poirot. And if you refuse to answer my questions, I do not see how I can continue.
I just don't know what she sees in him. Angeline could do so much better. I don't think she realizes what she is getting herself into. I can't imagine her living a happy life with that rogue.
I see. Merci, monsieur, for your honest opinion, whether I agree or not. I shall leave you to your cigar and return to the party.
Sorry, I just don't have a very high tolerance for guys like that. But then again, I do have to remember that the morality that I have is not exactly the morality of that time. Back then, powerful folks were quite used to getting their way.
Yep. You're talking about back then, they still do. Alright, pick up the pamphlet. Go to the table. Pick up the pamphlet.
I think I got it. Thank you. Some information regarding a shelter for women coming from troubled homes and backgrounds. Why would that be here? There's no indication.
Monsieur Sterling, I trust the preparations are progressing since our last meeting.
Well,
Please, Detective.
you're supposed to talk to him
Archibald
just
is
yet.
fine. Everything is in order now. Are you ready to join?
You are head butler of this house. It is a position that warrants respect, and I shall continue to give it, Monsieur Sterling. And I must admit, it is the smell from the kitchen that has my attention more than the party itself.
Rehana is quite the cook, but it will still be some time. Maybe you'd like to enjoy a drink while you wait. And the remaining guests are in the library on the first floor.
I will be sure to explore both. Merci.
I mean, I could always ask these questions and see what I can get information.
Yes. You could.
That's what a detective does.
But you,
I'm not trying to do the achievement hunter here. I'm trying
no,
to...
I'm trying to get you to actually follow the case to the true ending.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
Get that you just want to rush through everything.
I'm not rushing through everything. I'm actually exploring and investigating and asking and talking.
Yeah, well, you need to look for the staff note on the keep going. There, get that. Pick that up.
Excuse me while I'm being told how to play a game.
Right.
Which is not fun.
Well, that's because you're not doing it correctly. No. See?
What does it matter if I'm doing it correctly? That's the point of a mystery game, is to have fun solving the mystery.
Solve the mystery.
Actual mysteries, not literally being called an idiot every time you click something like in a Telltale game.
Now go talk to Archibald.
What can I do?
Ask your questions?
Dinner will be served in the dining room, but the rest of the evening is yours to enjoy.
You have all certainly been working hard, it seems.
Very hard. The lady of the house wanted everything a certain way, and that's how it was to be done.
I'm sorry if I'm being grouchy. It's just...
It is my responsibility to look after the house and staff, not to resolve petty disputes.
I cannot imagine he will be in any mood to attend the party.
He often has a cigar to calm down. And if that doesn't relax him, that temperature outside surely will.
I gotta love the Scottish bottler.
Indeed.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
It's like, if the cigar doesn't do the job, the freezing his arse off will.
Go upstairs.
That was exactly where I was headed.
And go to the library.
You think the actual backgrounds are walking in on are actually rendered, or just... Oh wait, they're rendered.
Oh.
It's meant to give an illusion to older games, though, where they just have them kind of walk around on a texture file.
But I've already...
You've already been there.
Yeah, but I already looked at that painting before.
I'm not asking you to go to look at the painting. I'm telling you to go to the library.
I know what you're asking. I'm just looking at what I've picked up. So yeah.
To the library.
I was looking at the painting again because it came up as a clue a second time.
Wrong tree. I'm not a reporter.
But you're going to want to hear this. You could interview me now.
And why would I want to spend my evening doing that?
The world needs to know. You want to sell papers, I want the truth to be known. Win-win.
I came here to enjoy myself, not to hear a second-string version of...
I was there. I saw the whole thing, including who was ruining the show.
Including who was...
All right, I'll bite. Let's talk later.
We're talk to him first.
I was good.
Bonjour.
Ernesto.
Are you a guest of Mademoiselle Angeline or Monsieur Demire?
Do I know you?
Where are my manners? I am Hercule Poirot. Oui, monsieur. Detective Poirot. And you are?
Ernesto da Silva.
A pleasure, monsieur.
I did. But frankly, I have no time for childish school fights.
You are not aware of the circumstances that started it, then?
I heard something about a cigar. Only Felix would be petty enough to get riled up by something so menial.
A cigar?
Yes, Monsieur Demire had one of Felix's precious cigars. If you ask me, they won't be the real thing anyway.
I would not expect 2 children.
Distinguished gentleman. There was 2 alpha males going head to head. Master Gideon came out the victor.
Surely we have passed the days where shows of unnecessary brute strength impress anyone.
When it comes to the protection of a woman, we are far from it. Man will always return to their most primitive form.
Mademoiselle Angeline, the Major has no place to feel threatened. Monsieur Gédéon is to become her husband.
And he has spent the last however many years supporting them, as he calls it, clutching on to whatever he can.
So what does it
I'm
do?
a man of business.
I see. Is there a particular area of business that is your focus?
Overseas investments, international relations. I also own a number of factories in the city.
More like drawing stone. Blood from a stone than a back and forth conversation.
Monsieur has many talents.
Am I right in thinking the late Viscount also involved in
We
such
work
business
together
affairs?
as partners, yes.
You must know the Van den Bosch family well, then.
I help Madame Van den Bosch, if and when she needs me.
Monsieur referred to Madame Van den Bosch as Cassandra before quickly retracting. Perhaps they are closer than he is
Merci for
willing
your
to say.
time. It has been most intriguing.
Okay, go that way. North. Keep saying you're not interested in achievements.
Well, I was just investigating and exploring and looking around what we have.
Alright. Okay. Don't talk to him. Do not talk to Jackie first.
Talk to Jackie or the...
Yeah, the reporter lady. Jackie.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. You're not from around here, are you?
And you sound awfully English to be in a country that uses francs.
My name is Hercule Poirot.
Or
I'm a
American.
friend of Mademoiselle, soon to be
You changed
Madame
the language.
Angeline.
I see. Jacqueline Conrad. No doubt you've heard the name before.
I am rather embarrassed to say I have not, Madame.
No need for the madame. I'm not married. Just call me Jackie.
Oui, Jackie.
What is it you do?
What is it you do?
Seriously? You don't know who I am?
I just said that.
My sincerest apologies.
I just said I don't know who you are.
And I thought you Europeans were meant to be cultured.
Oh, did he just diss the United States?
Yes, he did. In a very Belgian way. How is it you have come to be a guest here tonight?
Here's the thing. I'm one of those people you want to know, and not be on the wrong side of.
Perhaps it would be wise for me to remain on your good side.
It's the best place to be. You wouldn't believe what a couple of positive stories can do for a family name, or a career.
And that is what you have done for the Van den Bosch family?
A little help goes a long way, and from what I have seen, the ladies deserve some positive support.
You must have heard about the recent blackmailing. Then.
I heard, and it doesn't surprise me. There will always be someone trying to get something out of someone else. People are only out to help themselves.
That is a rather pessimistic way of thinking.
But it's the truth. And in my experience, more often than not, it's someone the victim knows, and knows pretty well.
And that the truth.
You
Yeah.
make me question those I consider friends.
And maybe you should. If you have something you don't want the world knowing, just keep it to yourself.
Maybe the nature of her work, but she lacks any sense of compassion for those that may fall victim to such betrayal.
That's what we call eavesdropping.
Pardon. I didn't mean to pry.
And with respect, I don't think it's really any of your business.
That is certainly not what I was expecting. Mademoiselle Conrad is a force of her own. I shall have to play my cards right with her.
Alright, now talk to the dude.
Allow me to introduce myself. Hercule Poirot.
Hugo Beckers. A pleasure.
I hope I am not disturbing you. I often find myself at a loose end at parties such as these.
Never been referred to as a loose end before, but it is always good to make a new acquaintance. There is no better way to understand one's purpose in life. I stand up for the workers that cannot do it themselves.
You work with a union?
Union leader, well, that is my formal title. But I see myself as more than just that. So much more. I am the face of the people. A voice in the void when there is none.
Back when unions actually cared about
Very
people.
spirited. You have quite the way with words.
In my line
But then
of
again,
work,
that was
it
back
is
when the
essential.
unions were actually
Some
run
fight
by the
with their
people who
fists, but ivory
actually
words
worked
are
there
the ultimate weapon.
and weren't just mega corporations.
Is it the Demir?
I have been working with Gideon for quite some time. We are doing great things together. Great things.
I was not aware he was part of the union.
Well, he's not exactly. But he is an ally in the battle we face. Without his support, our uphill struggle would surely be a climb. Hopefully my talks with De Silva will help him see the light. I don't know what you think you heard, but it was a private matter and I appreciate if you kept it to yourself.
I can assure you, Monsieur Beckers, your conversation is exactly that. Yours.
Then maybe we should just leave it there.
There's something more to that conversation. If there is nothing to hide, why are both parties so hesitant to elaborate? Perhaps now is the time to press on.
If I find myself at a loss again, I shall certainly return.
Alright, time to go to your mind map. Yeah, all that stuff is just for achievements. If you don't care about achievements, don't bother looking at all of it.
Yes, but as a detective, you always check everything.
And like I said,
Pay attention to every detail. Look at every...
You just got there saying you don't care about achievements. So you want me to lead you to right through the mystery, right?
No.
Yes. That's exactly what you said. You don't care about the achievements. So go to press X. Press X. Press X.
Woohoo! What is this letter? Note. Book.
Oh.
Press X.
What is the bookshelf? A lot of different books on different cultures and clients.
Find out about the circumstances.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Would the Major really start a physical fight over Gideon stealing a cigar?
Alright, now go to meet the other guests. You don't have anything here. And link. Hugo resistant to elaborate. And Jackie dismisses Hugo.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Ernesto helped out the family.
Yeah, Ernesto helped out the family, and the Major supports the family.
Magnifique.
There's only so much help you can receive before you are simply relying on someone. What do the family still need assistance with? Family still needs help.
Alright, leave the library. You won't get anything else different from those things.
You should always check in a mystery game.
I'm only telling you that it won't matter to you.
You know how these mystery games like to hide little...
Yeah, I'm telling you that those things don't actually have details. Go downstairs.
I'm sorry, does it look like Poirot's feet are flat?
Yes. It's the type of shoes he's wearing.
Like I'm sitting there watching a clown man walk on.
Yeah, he has big ass shoes. Go to the salon.
Do we want
to talk to Zachariah?
Monsieur Demire, we meet again.
What did I tell you? Call me Zach. You found your room all right then?
I did, and a charming room it is.
I don't know if I would call mine charming, but if I drink enough, it won't matter.
Because I'll be too drunk.
You didn't ask how you know the
That's okay. At least you actually care. Not like most of the others here. I'm the groom-to-be's older, more handsome brother.
Oui. I see the resemblance now. How wonderful that you can celebrate this occasion together.
I'll stop you there. The only wonderful thing about this celebration is the free food and drink.
You are not pleased for your brother?
Angeline seems nice enough, but marriage is not for me. What is there to gain from tying yourself to someone for the rest of your life? Besides the money.
Yeah, back in the day when they married for money, not for love. But then again, if we're being completely honest, the whole idea of people being able to choose who they marry is kind of a new concept. If you're talking about the 19th century and backward, pretty much your family chose who you marry.
Yeah, but this is 20th century. This is after World War I.
Yeah.
What is it you do for work?
Recently, not a great deal. Well, except for enjoying myself. I was once a field medic in the military. But those days are over.
A noble occupation. Did you not want to make it your career?
It wasn't my decision. I certainly didn't miss the battlefield.
Yeah, no one misses a battlefield. That one?
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine. You don't need to worry about him. Always the knight in shining armor. Riding in to save the day.
Saving the day from who, exactly?
Yeah, this older brother sounds to me like he's probably racked with PTSD.
Shell shock back then.
Well, if Gedeon is the knight in the fairy tale, Felix is the dragon. Felix the Major. Ha! Always there, thinking he is better. Just because he was a major. We all know how he got there. In his mind, that puts him at the top of the chain.
It seems there is hostility between Monsieur Demire and the Major. An animosity that does not come from one evening at a party. It is a shame that things escalated so much over just
Gedeon
a cigar.
said they were the majors, but I didn't think he would miss just one.
Ah, it was you that took the cigar.
Me? Okay, detective, you twisted my arm. It was me. But I didn't even get a chance to smoke it. Gedeon snatched it out of my hand. I'm sure he could afford to replace it.
And the Major saw Monsieur Gideon holding a cigar, assuming he had taken it. It was all a misunderstanding. So why the following up
it is best
altercation?
Alright, go around. Talk to the lady right there.
Aha. Yeah, I don't want to talk to the angry
Hercule
lady
Poirot.
from before.
Yeah.
She's a turd.
Her backstory is kind of unique.
Allow me to introduce myself. Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot?
I heard we were being joined by one of the king's finest officers.
Oui, madame. I see my name precedes me.
Countess Margot
The king's
de Vos.
finest office, huh?
Charmed, I'm sure.
It is I who is charmed.
Is this supposed to be in England?
No, this is Belgium.
Handsome, well-mannered, and a
Poirot
man
was
of the law.
Belgian.
I did not
Yes, I
expect
know he
such
was
a fine
Belgian, but I'm
caliber
like,
of
I don't
gentleman at this
remember
party.
there being a king of Belgium.
Cat has returned to dead mode.
Yeah, Moon Pie has returned to the I'm dead in the sleep mode until I decided to wake him up. Hi, buddy. Hi, baby boy.
Countess?
Yes. Right after the end of World War I, Belgium got some of its got its independence and so got its king again. Until
I feel my time
The
mostly
Second
with
World
charity
War.
work.
Yeah.
The number of those less
Then they
fortunate
never
only
had a
continues to
monarchy
grow.
after that. I think they got killed or something.
How very admirable.
Well, considering that they kind of got steamrolled by the Germans
Again.
until the Americans arrived and like, yay, America is here!
Pretty sure it was the British and the French who tried to push them out of Belgium again first, though.
Yes, but they remember the Americans better. I've literally seen, they actually had a trip with, I don't know if you ever watched Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates, but he literally goes to Belgium for their memorial for the Normandy landings and stuff.
Yeah.
I have never seen so many American flags in a foreign country. Yeah, the Belgians really like America for some strange reason.
Well, I guess we were successful.
One must remain
Everyone remembers the
humble.
failure of Dunkirk.
And which side of the engagement brings you
I
here?
have been a close friend to the Vandenbosch family for, well, heaven knows how long.
You must have known the late Viscount then.
Indeed, we had been friends since our school days. His passing was very hard on both Cassandra and young Angeline. I became a sort
I can
of
assure you it
protector of them
doesn't-
both after his death.
It doesn't snow
A guardian angel,
like
if you
that
will.
in England. Rain, yes. Snow, no.
Oh, it snows. I've seen it snow there.
But we don't get blizzards.
You will find Felix
Bull
at
crap!
the center
You
of
live
any
more
trouble,
north of
especially when it
someplace where I
concerns the
used to
ladies
live,
of
Wyoming. How the hell do you not have blizzards?
It's all in Scotland.
I understand he has made himself quite at home here.
Like, I was born in Wyoming on an Air Force base, and I spent the first 11 years of my life there. You spent, like, 8 months of the year inside because it was just nothing but snow and blizzard.
Let's try in Wyoming. I can tell you it's mostly rain.
What an understatement. He thinks his friendship with Cassandra entitles him to anything and everything in the house, including certain opinions of how young Angeline lives her life.
Barely any sun.
He does not approve of Monsieur Demir?
Well, there's really no
You'd
sun
have to
on
ask
the island
him.
whatsoever.
Or
Talk
rather,
about a place
speak
that's
with
never
Gideon's
been solar
brother.
powered.
He will have something to say about Felix, I am sure.
The Contessa is well versed in drawing one in for the delicious bait, and then leaving them biting on another line. Another conversation with Monsieur Zachariah is in order.
A strapping young man. Angeline has found herself a good one. They certainly make a handsome couple.
Speaking with them both, it is plain to see, even to one that is unexperienced in such emotions,
Come on, you can't see
that there is a
through
great deal of love between them.
When they are together, it is obvious
Older
for all
socialite
to see,
tries to make herself
even
look
at
good
such a
through
young
charities
age.
and kind
But
words.
who
Come
are we
on.
to judge what the heart
True.
wants? He
Even
would say
anyone
that.
who has never walked through
I
the
mean,
noble circle
financially,
can look at her
yes.
attitude and call
But
bullshit.
what else does that man have to offer?
Right?
I cannot imagine Madame Vandenbosch would be one to request financial help.
After Edwin, the Viscount, died,
Oh, yes.
the family was left in a rather unfavorable position. wasn't requesting, chérie. She was begging.
I see.
Oof.
Let's just keep that between us. It's a rather sore subject for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, being, dead broke and being a socialite slash noble, kinda.
Work with? I built it from the ground up, detective.
My admiration continues to grow.
While my husband, the Honorable Count de Vos, is always busy with his duties, I found myself at rather a loose end. I could not bear wasting my days with no purpose. And one day, while shopping in the city, I noticed the abundance of young women living and begging on the streets. Dirty and hungry, without a franc to their name.
It is horrifying to think of how so many must live their lives while others live a life of such selfish opulence.
I hope that was not a backhanded comment on the life I live, detective.
Far from it, Countess. You are using your wealth to better the lives of the less fortunate. It is commendable work you do.
By better, I bet she means sweatshops. Let's be honest, this is the early 20th century.
Still better than the streets.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What? It's 19th century Belgium. Being a woman on the streets with no money? Come on, there's only two ways.
You mean 20th century?
It has been a pleasure.
But yeah.
Yeah, there's only
two ways. Either the oldest profession or
dead. Bottle of alcohol plus saccharoid is intoxicated.
What now?
Oh, that's right. You gotta go find Zachariah again first.
It says there's another link to be had. The Major has been around since the Viscount's death.
The Major supports the family. The Major's been around since the Viscount's death, yeah.
Yeah, but it's saying there's another link.
I must act on thought and...
The Major is very close to the family.
Order and method.
Plus Jackie's blackmailer theory.
I must act on thought and...
No. You must not have the correct information. Go back.
Wait. Now it's sitting flashing this.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would...
Okay.
Truth from within. Which, of course, unlocks conversation with Ultrabold and Margox.
Yeah, go back to Zachariah. Go back to Zachariah. Oh, and look at the bottle. Now talk to Zachariah.
Fire away, detective.
I get
the major pain in the ass. Why should I? It doesn't take a detective to work out the sort of man he really is.
Yeah.
You must have seen it, right?
I have my own history with the Major, but that is a story best not told.
I think it's a story best told now. It can't be any worse than what he did to us during the war.
You fought together in the war?
We were on opposing sides.
Oh!
The subject of war is a difficult topic for everyone. Perhaps it is best to discuss something else.
If you had seen what I have, what he has done, you wouldn't side with him.
I am taking no sides, monsieur. It is just not conversation fit for a party. Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Which means he probably committed some war crimes. Some good old-fashioned World War I war crimes.
It was the style at the time to commit war crime.
Be B. Press B.
There's a link there.
Yeah, go down. Yeah, that. Now, here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna find the bottle of alcohol plus Zachariah is intoxicated.
Magnifique. Probably been drinking. It's not a hard.
Yeah, but you kind of need it. The Major is very close to the family, plus Jackie's blackmail theory.
Another success.
Alright, that's it. B. The altercation. Brothers have a history with the Major, and the Major doesn't like Gideon. Nope. Down. Nope.
Is there something I am...
The Major wanted to calm down. It's not showing me an option for that.
Okay.
There it is. The Major doesn't like Gideon.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Don't think that's the Major's place to judgment, Cass.
Exit.
Mm-hmm.
Exit. Talk to Zachariah.
Fire away, detective.
I don't mean to dampen celebrations, but would you like me to please fetch you a glass of water?
But thanks, anyway.
I just would not like to see things get out of hand.
Don't you worry about me. I've got it covered.
Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Talk to Margot.
Because it's probably he's drinking to try
I am
and cover
almost
his shell shock.
Among other things, probably.
You are quite inquisitive, aren't you?
I believe it is called small talk.
There is small talk, and there is prying.
I assure you that is not my intention.
Monsieur, please. I know a nosy gossip hound when I see one. We can smell our own. The Major isn't worth a minute of your time, though.
You are not a fan of his.
I'd hit him with my fan, monsieur. Any man that can treat a lady the way he does doesn't deserve to be in his position.
And what position is that, may I ask?
Lording over Cassandra like she's the hell. He shouts at her like she's a stray cat that's wandered into the house. Madness.
It is something I never thought I would hear. Madame was ready to physically escort me out of the house when I arrived to investigate Mademoiselle's missing bracelet, and yet she allows the Major to get away with murder? There must be a reason as to why she would be so accepting.
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look forward to
the Major is probably the blackmailer, and that he knows the secret that she's trying to hide.
X. The Major didn't, Major did treat Cassandra well, and Margot protective of Cassandra.
Things are beginning to become...
Exit. Exit. Talk to Cassandra.
Oh, here we go.
Madame Vandenbosch, congratulations are in order on your daughter's engagement.
Thank you. And you are?
Detective Poirot.
I'm sorry, the name eludes me.
I've been a second thought
Once
to her.
Officer Poirot.
Oh, it's you. There is no missing jewelry here today, so we are really not in need of your services.
I am here on a rather more pressing...
I know why you are here, officer. Detective, whatever you are now. Please, just get on with it.
Detective.
God, she's so
And I
condescending.
promise not to keep you too long.
Angeline is her own woman now. She can fight her own battles. She does not need her husband to be stepping in.
And what battles would they be?
Nothing that concerns you, detective.
I'm not sure what I expected asking Madame Bosch.
Your daughter invited me here?
Keep your volume down! She had no right to do such a thing. As soon as the other ladies get wind that there was a police officer in the house, the whole town will know.
Already knows.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps you should be more focused on catching the blackmailer that is holding your family's name to ransom than what the chattering women of the town will say.
Oh, no, you have to pay attention to that shit too.
I care more about those chattering women, as
I kind of
you
get his
simply
point of view,
describe
but he
them,
doesn't
have to
understand
say,
the game at
than
all.
the empty threat of an anonymous letter.
Your daughter does not agree. In fact, it has been suggested that one of tonight's guests may know more than they are willing to show.
Yes. The Rollmaster's fuel, the sun-kissed.
I need the sun. I'm solar powered now.
You mean our friends? You can't honestly believe one of them would be so petty to send a letter like that. Oh, officer. I suppose it is only polite to say you're welcome.
Madame is as quick-witted as I remember.
What a shame there is nothing as
No,
memorable
that's not
about you,
politeness,
but your
that's-
lack of...
I should have known getting into verbal battle with Madame would not easily be won.
He doesn't know the talk.
You can make whatever assumptions you wish.
Does he not understand
Based
double
on
talk
several
at all?
accounts, it seems as though the
Latondra,
Major has a
innuendo?
certain level of disdain for him and
That's
his
kind
brother.
of what she's going for, the subtle talk.
Felix is merely protecting both my daughter and the
He
Vanden
does,
Bosch.
but Poirot is always the one that is very direct.
Protecting them from what exactly?
In this
That is
society,
a question
directness
best
is not
asked
a
to
virtue.
them.
Must be elated for the news Mademoiselle's
Gideon is a
indicated.
fine, educated young man from a well-respected family.
All important when considering a new
Quite frankly, that's all
son-in-law.
that matters.
A good home and education speaks volumes about a man. Even in the short time they have been engaged, his noble character is obvious. If you...
I can assure you, Madame, my education is not one to be sneered at.
And yet you remain a mere detective. Perhaps it is your choices, then, that are to be questioned.
Detective. Going from officer to detective in the 20th century is not exactly a...
Easy feat there, lady.
What do you mean? Protecting. She hasn't gone and paid that silly ransom, has she?
It was Monsieur Demire that accepted the cost. He paid it because your daughter believes there may be something to hide.
For heaven's sake! Why do you think it was addressed to her and not I in the first place? Because they knew I would throw it in the rubbish where it
Because she
belongs.
knows there's no winning.
Madame, if there is something you are keeping, it would be wise to tell me now. It may help in identifying the culprit.
And it would be wise for you to stay out of my family's business. If I require your help, I shall ask for it.
I'm pretty sure your
Don't
daughter's the
hold
leader
your
of the
breath.
household now, so she can do whatever she can hire whatever
Merci.
she wants.
Yep.
And then
X. Find out the circumstances. Hastily arranged marriage, plus Gideon looking forward to family flourishing.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would...
I'm sure Gideon could be marrying into the family purely for financial gain.
Exit.
I don't know how much financial gain he would have.
Exit. Leave.
Is there not more clues laying around?
Not here. Not yet. Okay.
Monsieur Sterling is talking on the phone. Almost too
Vanden
loud
Bosch
to ignore.
residence, how may I help you? Yes, of course. Please hold for one moment. Sir, yes, a call for you. Shall I direct it straight through to you in the study now? Very good, sir.
Talk to Archibald.
What can I do for you? Yeah, he has been here for some time now. Lady Vanden Bosch has been very good to let him stay so long.
Would you say he has become part of the family?
Yeah, he's always been very vocal about how he stands the ladies in high regards, and so he should.
Merci. You have been...
X. Find out the circumstances. The Major views the family as high class, plus differing status.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Possible status drop, plus potential financial intentions.
What a revelation!
Does not see the Demir brothers in a good light, and what does his thoughts towards them.
The Major intended to warn Angeline, plus the Major thinks Demir are bad for the family.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Oh. Yeah. Exit. Exit. Go to the butler's pantry. Go, so yeah, go back. Keep going, keep going. There.
Yeah, I figured.
Go back to the salon.
Wouldn't the butler have the butler's key?
Go back to the salon.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good it is to be led around by a walkthrough on a channel, dude.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Talk to Cassandra.
That's not the point I'm getting at.
Let's make this quick, Detective. Locked?
Brendan, I'm not the
That is
reading one.
absurd. They should be constantly coming back and forth from there if they are hiding from their work again. What is it you want in my staff area, anyway?
I only mention it as I was hoping to speak to some staff members. But if they are busy...
Be a good fellow and make sure they aren't slacking off in there. It shan't take you long.
She'll take it nonetheless.
An enchanting conversation.
As always.
To the butler pantry.
A family with such financial distress, and yet somehow they're still paying all these people.
Probably not as much as you think. Alright, talk to MG.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Oh, monsieur, you startled me.
Why do you look so
Not
familiar?
my intention, mademoiselle. I was hoping to talk with a member of the staff.
You are the detective?
I am Detective Hercule Poirot. I only intend to take up a moment of your time.
Madame Van der Bosch will be very hungry if she knows I'm standing talking.
Allow me to worry about madame.
Inga Frank, detective.
From the Norse god of peace and fertility. A most beautiful name.
Merci. It was my grand-mère.
Grandma's name.
Madame was very clear on what was to be prepared for today.
Well, everything looks exquisite. But if I may be blunt, would you not benefit from some more hands?
Monsieur Archie
Indeed.
knows how busy we are, especially in the kitchen. I hate when I have to run service.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to your work.
X. Meet the other guests. Layoffs related to money issues, plus family still needs help.
I don't think they have that right now.
Oh yeah, you need to find, yeah, that stuff.
Yeah. Papers that ordered the dismissal of a staff member from accessing rooms without permission. Curious.
No, not yet. Find the photograph.
That's what I was looking around for. A photo showing 7 members of staff. The house would surely run like with clockwork. So many.
Right. Okay, X now.
Which means that a lot of people got fired.
Staff photo plus staff rota.
Another success. I never die.
It appears there are a number of staff missing. Based on the photo and rota, why could this be?
Insufficient staff plus staff termination.
Yeah. Because they got fired because Madame Van den Bosch is being her normal person. Here's the missing staff were in fact relieved of their duties. Could there be another reason for letting them go?
Family taking care of the money now, plus recent staff layoffs.
Where? Oh.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Exit?
Hmm.
Exit? Talk to Angie again?
Oui, détective. I am
And I
at your
don't
service.
know how much people like being their YouTubers being led around by a walkthrough.
I am simply guiding the
That is
player.
not for me to talk about, detective. If Monsieur Archie found out I had said anything out of turn.
I am not asking you to
Besides,
betray
you're
your
still
fellow
getting the
staff or the
story.
family.
You get your
What
mystery.
is said between us remains that way, mademoiselle.
It's only whispers, but the last servant was caught in areas of the house they shouldn't be.
Hmm.
They saw something they shouldn't.
Besides, if you would stop saying that, they wouldn't know.
If Monsieur Archibald found that I was talking like this with a guest,
My lips
Aside
are
from the
sealed,
fact that it would be
mademoiselle.
very blatantly obvious by you literally directing me around to everywhere.
This is my game. I've already
Merci,
beaten it.
mademoiselle.
X. Nope. That one?
Sorry, I know we're just sitting here bickering like an old couple.
Layoffs related to money, plus family still needs help.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of...
Hmm. But they had not. And it looks like there's plenty of conversations to be had.
Leave the pantry.
And some of them are with Cassandra, which I do not like.
Oh yeah. Be happy you don't have to talk to her yet. You get to talk to Archibald again, the Scottish butler.
Yay! Is it sad my patience for nobility is very, very thin? Especially
old
like
world,
early.
Old world nobility. Oh yeah, they would be such a pain to deal with. Even I would say so.
Mm.
What have they done? If I have to...
No, monsieur. There is not a complaint to be made. It is more the recent layoffs and extra work pressure you all seem to be under I am inquiring about.
We've had to let some of them go. Let's just say their standards didn't live up to what was expected.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
X. Forbidden areas of the house, plus Archibald claims unsatisfactory work.
What a revelation!
Hmm.
Exit.
Archibald is hiding something.
Exit. To the salon! God, there is nothing more that says rich than a salon. Ugh. Now you get to talk to Cassandra.
No!
Yes!
I don't want to talk to her. She's evil.
Let's make this quick, detective.
She's like a devil in a purple dress.
She's not that bad. She's not. She doesn't wear Prada. Everyone knows the devil wears Prada.
The public rooms are not adequate.
Madame, I asked only the limits, as I understand a member of the staff was let go for a similar reason.
She's just stern.
It would
strict, and
benefit
has
you
an
not
ego the
to
size
listen
of
to
the Eiffel
whispers
Tower.
and rumors, officer. They did not produce a satisfactory standard
Big
of work.
bad.
There is nothing more to
Whichever
say.
you prefer.
It is detective, madame. And it is just that the termination papers detail the matter
So
and
how long do
proceed
you
to...
intend on going to this video?
Need I remind you again whose house you reside in? Why would I? He is to be Angeline's new husband and my new son-in-law. If he is taking that position seriously, he will do what he must to keep his new family happy.
And to you that means paying ransom money?
It means doing what he must to protect his wife and his family name.
Yes.
I see you have still not learned any sense of tact or subtlety.
Nope. Yes.
I see no reason to beat around the bush, madame.
Until you are pricked by a thorn.
And until that day, I shall continue with the method that best serves me.
Managed to fight them off for a
Now,
few hours.
Monsieur da Silva.
Yes, he has provided some financial support when it has been required. I assume that was the answer you were looking for.
Merci. An enchanting conversation.
Conversation as always.
Leave. Oh wait, X. Find out. Staff know family is hiding something. Cassandra dismissive of forbidden areas.
Magnifique.
Exit. Leave.
I see shiny.
It's just the piano.
Huh.
Nope. Nothing there.
I'm sorry, I'm a gamer. If I see shiny, my mind immediately
This
goes
is not
click.
an RP. There's no loot system here. Go upstairs. No loot for you, Isaac. Otherwise, I would agree.
But it's not about loot. It's about
Into the library. To the library for our vacation. I just hope there are no giant owls in it.
I like how we're bickering back and forth, but Lich is behind us, just like, eh.
Talk to Ernesto.
Is there something else you need?
You've done business with other
It
guests at this
seems
party?
someone has been asking around about me.
But, yeah.
Only polite curiosity, I can assure you.
No, that's
Well,
a bit more
you
than
would be
polite
right.
curiosity, my friend.
Although working with the Viscount caused me much less grief.
Grief, monsieur.
Let's just say we didn't always see eye to eye. And if neither side is prepared to back down, there is a problem.
There is obviously more to learn about the goings-on between Monsieur de Silva and the Major.
Merci for your time. It has
Right, leave.
Was similar, although I'm not so sure how he fits in the family dynamic.
I think it's kind of funny that he doesn't. Leave. And time to go downstairs. Are the only one who keeps who actually sees that and just like, oh, that's got to be like an easy way to get down, but it's not. It's like a stairway that leads to nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's a visual trick because it's showing you the stairway underneath.
Yeah,
but it's
talk to Archibald. It's
What
kind
can
of
I do
weird
for
though.
you?
I'm just saying they could have hidden it better.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect timing. I was about to ask that everyone move through to the dining room.
Très bien.
Okay, I think now is a good time to halt.
Oh, nope. You got a gigantic
Yes,
cutscene
Maman.
coming.
Perhaps Turkey. I
Oh,
would love
Lord.
to see my beloved's homeland.
I'm sure
It's
we will
time for the
decide
real
in summer.
mystery to
Perhaps
begin!
we are both yet to have visited.
It was
After
my
all, it's not a
crowning achievement.
Agatha
I
Christie
am not
without.
so sure your workers would agree.
A dinner murder?
I've definitely seen your face somewhere before.
I do not believe there is another that resembles these features, or brains, at least.
I've always liked the idea of sailing the West Indies.
In that heat? With your complexion?
Okay, but you lived in the capital at one time.
Oui, mademoiselle. I spent much of my working life there.
Maybe sleeping off half a bottle of whiskey.
Let us not be so blasé with our opinions, brother.
If you ask me.
I don't believe anyone did.
The Major has been murdered!
Yeah, he's the only one not
You're
around.
that officer! The shootout on the rooftop! Your face was all over our front page!
It seems it is not only I that possesses great skills of deduction. You...
Please, come quick! The Major has been murdered in his study!
Monsieur et Madame, I am Detective Hercule Poirot of the Belgian police force. I ask that you all remain calm
See,
and
he's
in your
Belgian.
seats.
Yep.
I shall begin my investigation immediately. Monsieur Sterling,
And
please,
since he's a
lead the
Belgian
way.
police officer,
Yep.
he seems to have jurisdiction. That means he is in Belgium!
Yep.
Yeah, but like 20 minutes ago we were like, I can't be Belgium. Belgium doesn't have a king.
Well, the reason I said that is when I encountered Poirot, he was already in England.
No, he was still in Belgium.
Actually, in the series, in the TV show, no,
Oh.
he was in England.
Yeah, but by that point he was already retired.
No, he hadn't technically retired. He just had to flee because of the war. And, of course, he ended up as well becoming a private detective in England, working in London, no less.
Yeah, but that was after he was forced out of the police. And that was after he
Is
became
Mr.
an
Hagen's
inspector.
study,
He's still a
detective?
detective.
Would you like me to stay?
I understand if you are not comfortable with such a scene.
Don't you worry, detective. I've seen much worse in my years.
I am thankful to have someone of your resilience by my
I'm the
side.
butler to a noble family.
just can't
This
believe
isn't the
someone
first
could
murder
kill
I've
them in
seen,
cold
sir.
Is that what you think happened?
I admire your faith in your fellow
Come
man.
on, totally, right?
But you will be surprised
Let's
what
see which
someone will
worse.
do when they feel
You see
there is
murder
no other option.
quite often? This is nobility, sir. Murder is a dating.
Why do I see Google flashing its lights?
I don't know.
Mr. Hagen does not allow any staff into the study, and they were all present in the staff quarters, or part of the dinner service.
And everyone was accounted for?
Everyone. It is my business to know all my staff's whereabouts. Phone call. Yeah. It was one of his business associates.
Do you know what associate?
He didn't say. I think he was French. The accent still confuses me sometimes.
Oh, right, he's still
And
English.
did the major sound
The family's
any
English for
different
some
to you?
weird-ass reason, but they're in
Panicked,
Belgium.
anxious, anything out of the ordinary?
Not that I noticed.
Why would
I
a
think he was
British noble
embarrassed
family
about
be in
ending up on the
Belgium?
floor after Master Gideon's one punch. I would be.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Is this where you want to stop now?
Yeah, because we're running about like 2 hours. So,
Well, it's been a great pleasure for Mr. Isaac to be my puppet for all of you.
Meow. Hi, Mr. Cat. Mwah. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope to see you next video. And like and subscribe if you haven't done it before. Comment down below if there's anything you'd like us to try and do better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Meow. What is it, Moon Pie? Meow. Speaking of which, have you been fed your second bowl?
I was still sort of waiting for you to say, and support us on Patreon. Don't know why, I just